To Mirror Mirror Mondays. I am Peggy Arthur, and I'm here today with Ms. Pamela Willis of Asili Body Products.
It was important for me that the products be formulated with ingredients that are from nature, that are good for your skin. So that's where Asili came from.
Beautiful, beautiful. Is there a lineage with Swahili, or you just like the language?
I just like the language.
What type of ingredients do you look for when making this Asili product?
You know, I try to use ingredients that are very simple because I find that with people that have allergies and reactions and things of that nature, you know, you get too fancy, then you run the risk of, you know, people having sensitivity. So everything is very basic. It's, you know, shea butter, it's cocoa butter, sweet almond oil, grapeseed oil, coconut oil. In my milk bath, I use real milk, dried milk. So everything comes from nature. Everything you could actually make in your own kitchen. And that's pretty much how I started the business.
So you have all food grade type ingredients.
Yes.
How long does a typical almond butter last a person? Not just from them digging in and rubbing it all over their body, but just if they were to want to just have it for an item for their handbag, how long do you think it would last for that type of purpose?
It would last about 6 months. Like I said before, it's everything is all natural. I do use natural preservatives. I don't use any parabens. So, you know, people have to take that into consideration when you buy a product that's all natural. Sometimes you will see fluctuations. If you have a body butter that's, say for instance, an almond body butter, and you might have one that's ginger, and the fragrance oil might change the texture slightly. Those are little nuances when you purchase products that are all natural as opposed to purchasing mass-produced products that are made on.
It's very interesting.
Thank you.
So your products definitely are made on an assembly line.
No, they're not. Not at all.
Well, tell us a little bit about your procedure as far as surgically making these scrumptious body treats.
Well, I call myself the jack of all trades. I literally order products. Once I get my shipments, and I'm talking about, you know, the raw materials, the shea butters and things of that nature, the cocoa butter. I basically, if I have an order, you know, I have a 3-stage process where, you know, I melt all the hard ingredients, or the solid ingredients I should say, like the shea and cocoa butter. I mix in the oils, and then I blend everything together to create, like, say for instance, my body butter. So basically I take it from the ordering stage to the actual stage of production, to putting labels on the package, and I ship them out personally. So everything is made by me, it's packaged by me, it's shipped by me with love.
One-stop shop.
Yes.
Essentially working from doing actual procurement for yourself of the raw materials down to the finished good, and you're putting the label on and the shipping label. And walking in the mailbox.
Exactly.
Great. So not only do you know your product, then you know your customer, right?
Yes, and what I like about being in control of that and not kind of, you know, assigning that on. So I have a connection with my customer, and I can say, oh, you should receive it on Wednesday. You know, I've purchased products from entrepreneurs before where they have paid someone to handle their shipping, and I've received the wrong product. So I like the fact that I'm hands-on from beginning to end. And I know at some point I'm going to have to let go and loosen the reins and trust, you know, other individuals to help me along the way. But right now, I do like having that kind of control.
And that's completely understandable, especially when you're building a brand. You want to ensure that that brand maintains a consistent image and appeal to your customers. You don't want any one little nuance to throw off your brand.
Exactly. Because you have to explain to your customer what happened. And they don't want to hear about, you know, your grandmother put the wrong label on the product and they received the wrong thing.
They want to hear refund, right? we're all about the scrumptious skin.
Exactly.
Because we do it from beginning to what? End.
Right, from the top to the bottom.
Yes. Love it, love it. Now, so what made you associate Asili with your product line? You make it with love, you send it with love, and you care for your customers with love. So what then would be your association between Asili and your product, and what does your brand mean to you?
Well, what it means to me is it's good for you. It's good for you. It's good for your skin. And when I'm using social media, I always use the taglines: "Good for you," "From nature," "Pamper your skin," "Love your skin." Because so many times, especially women, which is 90% of my demographic.
You're telling me men aren't putting?
I try. I have men's products. I have kids' products. I have products for mothers to be. But most of my business comes from women, and women buy from men because women want their men to smell good. But yeah, so it works out. I can give a brother some love. But I think it's important that we pamper. We are wearing so many hats. Our black women, we're wearing so many hats, and we're doing so many different things. And I'm guilty of this as well. You think Pam makes all these great products. When's the last time I did a sugar scrub? I can't even tell you when the last time. So I make them for people to give themselves a pampering experience in the comfort of their own home. They don't have to spend a lot of money to do it. They don't have to go to a fancy spa to do it. They can just purchase, Asili, and it's all natural. It's good for them, and it makes them smell good, feel good, not only externally, but it makes them feel good inside.
Well, I mean, what you put on the outside of your body is going to seep into
That's
your
so
pores.
true. That's so true.
And it's going to become a part of you chemically.
Exactly.
So
yes.
Good for you from the inside to the out.
Inside out. Right.
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
How do you find time for Asili with two little munchkins and you're climbing the corporate ladder?
That's a challenge. I ultimately, at some point, will need to step out on faith and just leave corporate America. But for right now, I'm still trying to juggle, to wear all the hats.
Well, you're not trying, you're doing.
Yes, I am doing. I don't give myself enough credit. Yes, I'm doing.
I will give you the validation.
Thank you. Yeah, it's tough. I stay up late. I wake up early in the morning. And I work on weekends. I'm always working. And if I'm not making products, I'm thinking about Asili. I'm thinking about ideas. I'm thinking about social media, because one-stop shop, I do everything. I do my marketing. I do my social media. I do my ordering and my accounting and keep track of inventory. And so it's challenging. But one of the things that I will say that keeps me going is trying to be extraordinary. I heard Steve Harvey once talk about that, in his morning segment on the radio, and it just really, to me, it drove home what I want to do and what I've been striving for is to be extraordinary, is to be extra and not ordinary, to be different, to be more than what you're expected. So that's what I do. I go to work, which is what I'm expected to do, and then I come home and I'm extraordinary. And I wake up at 4:30 in the morning and make body butter because I'm extraordinary.
You really are.
So that's kind of been my my mantra, and I try to think about that when I'm so tired, slaving over my KitchenAid blender.
Well, that's a good one.
Striving to be extraordinary.
It's a beautiful mantra, and I mean, we need to have things that we can visualize and think about to keep us focused.
That's true, like your vision board, yeah.
And to also help with the stress. Mm-hmm. I mean, because if you're focused on your vision and you're working your plan, then it's hard to let stress in.
It is.
And then with the model like that, how can you?
Right. And that's why I try to keep it top of mind. And even those times where I'm tired or I feel bogged down or I feel stretched in so many different directions, I just keep pushing forward because I keep that in my forethought.
Fabulous. So for other aspiring skincare or body care product makers, or just anyone who wants to get into the beauty job and working their full-time dream, what advice would you have for them?
The advice I would have for them is stay true to their vision, and I think they should be involved at all stages, and whatever it is that's near and dear to you, stay true to it. You know, if it's having products that are all natural, that are good for your skin, and you want to do a different twist on it, you want them to be inspired by, I don't know, let's say liquor, you know, fruit smoothies, pina coladas, like whatever your concept is, stay true to that, because there's room out here for everyone. There's room out here for everyone, and just because one person sells body butter and you sell body butter doesn't mean you can't be friends. It doesn't mean you know, you don't have to be competitive. You know, we can all exist in this environment and do very well. So I say stay true to what it is that you want to do, what it is that you want to project for your brand, and don't sell yourself short.
Fabulous. Well, thank you so much.